Welcome back. Tennessee Tuesdays.
Episode number 5.
Cinco, if you're keeping track in Spanish. We had a rough week.
Last week.
Last week was a little rough for the family.
We're on the mend this week, I think.
Yep, we're on the mend. If you caught, it would be last night's vlog. That'll kind of explain everything if you didn't catch it. So we won't go into it because I don't need Babs crying right now. But anyways, we're back and we're being as positive as possible. And I mean, that means it's tequila if we're back. So
Tuesday means tequila.
Today we have one of our favorite tequilas. Babs loves this tequila as well because I got scammed in Mexico on this tequila. She loves to tell everyone that.
I mean, it is a really good tequila, but maybe at the time you didn't get scammed. Maybe you could only get it in Mexico. But then we realized soon after that you could buy it in the States.
We went on a cruise and we went on an excursion. It was fun. Like it wasn't like a cruise one either, which if you go on a cruise, don't bother with the cruise excursions. Find ones in town. Because
you always get a better rate anyways. And we had a great time and our tour guide was great. And he told us.
He introduced us to this one. Herradura Tequila. We fell in love with it. Specifically the Anejo.
The Anejo is really good, especially if you're drinking margaritas.
But they're all good. All three of them are good. The Blanco's good. The Reposado's good. And the Anejo. And if you don't know the difference, a Blanco is only rests in the barrels for like a couple months, like 2 months max. The Reposados go up to a year. So it's anywhere from like 2 months to a year. Then the Anejos, they sit the longest, like in oak barrels. It's like 1 to 4 years. You even have like, I think they're called extra Anejo or something that goes even further beyond, which is like a higher one. But
that means you're just paying really
for good stuff though. Like the Anejo is fantastic. Like this is one of our favorites. Like we love this one. So this is our tequila for today, for this week. Cheers. Been a little bit since you've had that one.
It's been a while since I've actually had tequila.
That's true.
Last week was the first time.
So the Anejo's like, I think they say like an Anejo is a richer flavor. You get more like vanillas and cinnamons, and then
it does have a stronger flavor to it.
The Reposados are more, sometimes you get them smooth. Still has that vanilla-y flavor, but this is one of our favorites. It's a good one. So, you good?
I'm good.
Notice that little cough there. Just a little burn, maybe?
Just a little burn.
Just a little burn. It's been a while since you've had tequila. It's okay. We'll get you caught up. Okay, so today, we had a plan for today's show, but it got sidetracked just because of things that have gone on with the weather and everything else. So it's a little clunky right now, but next week's show will be what this week's show was. So we figured this week we were at, we actually sold something on Facebook Marketplace. We were at Dollar General waiting to meet them. We're like, what we should talk about because it's everywhere.
And prices have gone up everywhere in every state.
We figured
these items.
We figured pricing and inflation would be a good talk just to share what prices are in East Tennessee. That, if anyone wants to compare them to their.
Obviously, our prices will not be the same as maybe California's prices or New York's prices.
Or maybe even, Kansas or somewhere in the Midwest, maybe cheaper when it comes to
these items.
Dairy or something. So these are just some basic things. We're not going to get too far into it. These are just some highlights. We were just trying to think of like, okay, what's a necessity that people get when they go to the grocery store, just to compare them. We did Walmart's price and Kroger's price. So you have Walmart kind of not discount, but.
And then Kroger's is
it's like a chain. It's like Ralph's.
It's a chain grocery store.
So, the first one obviously is fuel. Fuel is a huge one right now for everybody.
It's breaking the bank.
It is just ridiculous. If you follow along on Instagram, you see I do the reels. I have fun. I give away coffee if you can guess the price of the fuel. My last diesel was like $175, somewhere in there.
And you got to remember, we have 4 people that drive in this household.
I mean, anybody.
One doesn't drive every single day. She does ride with her sister to school, so that's nice, but
that's going to
still
come
costly.
That comes to an end though, real quick. And she's going to be driving
in just a few short days.
So, I mean, any parents out there, like, we're right there in the same boat with you. Like, we feel you. And we try to carpool. Like, honestly, the girls are very good at it.
Oh, they are. They will, like, they'll make sure they can work their schedule around if they're going to hang out after school. Mackenzie will drop Taylor off, pick her up. They try to work together. So that has been nice.
I'm proud of them. Like, honestly, like, it's meant a lot that they've actually seen this. And, I mean, they're not dumb. Like, Taylor fills up her car. We all filled up this weekend. Mackenzie's $50. Passat. The Taurus, $50.
About $50.
Taylor has the Infinity, the SUV, $98.
And granted, Taylor doesn't drive her car as much as Mackenzie drives the Passat. Taylor does drive to practice 3 times a week, but that's still 3 times a week she's driving her car.
Exactly. And then the truck at $175. So right there off the bat, you're at almost $400 for the week, just for the 4 of us. Now, thankfully, I don't drive. Like, the only time I'm going, which I've cut down now, like, I wait until Babs gets home from work to
just go to the
gym together. Like, it used to be, I had a routine where I would get up, I would go do that, come back, edit. Like, I had my flow, but I've changed it now. You have to change it.
We have to work together to try to cut the cost down, and the truck right now is not fuel efficient for us to drive.
It's ridiculous, because we were up in Knoxville today, and we got back on the freeway, right on the 40, coming back home, and at the Pilot, it's $5.75 for diesel. $5.75 for a gallon of diesel in Tennessee.
That's crazy.
I mean, that was like when we left California over 3 years ago. Like, it wasn't even $5.75. Like,
yeah, we should have did a Gas Buddy to see what other states' prices were on the same gas that we buy here in our state.
I mean, I imagine. I've got Tennessee averages as far as fuel goes. So the current average for regular fuel, regular unleaded 87, is 408, and the average for diesel is 532. Now that's statewide. I believe locally here in Blount County, all the diesel is 539.
Yeah, roughly.
And most of the gas, the regular, is right around $4. There's some $4.10.
I mean, at this point, everyone should just be buying 87. I wouldn't be putting the higher octane.
Some of the engines needed though. So I mean, you got to do it, and it cracks me up the people that still like will go to like Sam's or Costco, and it's like
and wait in the 30-minute line
to save 6 cents per gallon. But when you're only filling up, I mean, if you're filling up 20 gallons?
But you sat in that line for 30 minutes with your car running anyways. Why didn't you just go?
So you saved $1.20? Like,
the gas station down the street.
It always cracks me up because the lines are getting longer now. The gas prices are getting higher. Like, it's $1.20. Like, honestly, my time, me personally, my time's worth more than $1.20.
So when we do go out, we try to use our time wisely. If we go to the gym, we will hit Walmart, the grocery store, Home Depot, all of the things in that vicinity that is near the gym, so we don't have to waste gas. Or if we truly need something, we'll make the kids stop on their way home because we don't want to waste gas because gas prices are going up.
It's crazy that we even have this like thought or conversation.
And we have to think this way now because we just don't want to waste gas.
And I mean, that's amongst everything else. So I mean, it goes hand in hand with everything else because now those prices, $5.75, translates over to the trucking industry.
And then you're going to see it in
all of your goods. Like, everything is transported via truck. Like, and I know people don't see this big picture. Everyone's so like tunnel vision and want to go protest the Supreme Court thing right now. They want to go protest this. They want to, stand up for Ukraine and stuff. Like, it's all good. Like, I get it, but y'all aren't focusing on what's going on locally.
But did you also see
like your own pocketbook?
The wheat price is going up.
Wheat's 35% or something?
Ukraine.
I don't know. I just know that we are paying a lot of money right now.
For stuff that we should not be paying a lot of money for.
So, yeah. So, the current average on regular 87, 408. 1 week ago, it was 390. That was our average. 1 month ago, $3.90. 1 year ago, $2.70. You were paying for unleaded. About 4 years ago, when we first came out here on our first trip,
we were paying like $1.75 for gas.
I don't even think it was that much. I think in wintertime, it was like $1.20. I think it was that low. I think the average might have been $1.75, but we were paying close to $1.20. Diesel, the current average, like I said, $5.32. 1 week ago is $5.12. 1 month ago, it was $4.94. 1 year ago, it was $2.90. So, I mean, just from the month difference of, 40, 50 cent increase is just insane.
And at a year ago, we didn't care if Mackenzie came home, dropped off her sister, went back into town because gas prices weren't that expensive. And it was like, okay, you can go bring your sister home and go hang out with your boyfriend.
You fill up a tank and it costs you $22.
We weren't too concerned with it. But now it's like, if you guys want to hang out after school, like hang out in town and then come home at like your curfew, because
we need to have a plan.
We're not driving in circles. Or if we need to pick up Taylor, we'll do it when we go into town to go to dinner.
So that's fuel. Like I said, groceries, we just compared like a couple different ones. Just, I thought it might be fun. Maybe if someone's listening, that next time they go to the store, then compare their prices and give some feedback maybe, and see if maybe milk is ballparked, the same thing all across.
So we went to the comparing the groceries. So we're going to do milk, 2% milk, because that's what we buy. And it's $4.14 at Walmart. But if we went to Kroger's, it's $3.09 a gallon.
Which is interesting because Kroger usually isn't cheaper.
Normally Walmart is cheaper. And I mean, I don't know if you guys buy Walmart brand or you buy store, a name brand. We personally try to buy generic brands just because we like to save money. When
it comes to certain things. Obviously, some stuff you're buying.
There are things we do buy name brand.
Skippy peanut butter. Like, you're not getting store brand peanut butter.
But there is a lot of stuff we do buy generic brand because it is the same.
And there is a savings.
There is.
There's a big savings when it comes down to that final ring up,
Like eggs. We just buy Walmart brand eggs. They're the same eggs as, whatever other brand.
So bread, we do buy name brand. We buy Sara Lee. The girls love the Sara Lee honey wheat bread. So that's a loaf of bread. Walmart, you're at $2.84, and Kroger, you're at $2.79. But Kroger does have a sale right now.
But I don't think there is a generic bread you could buy. Like, everything is a name brand bread. Like, they have store bread. Do they?
Yeah, there's a black label bread.
Oh.
There is a store brand, but the bread one will be interesting to watch.
Because wheat prices are going up by 35%.
In June or July?
Yeah, I'm not too sure on when.
So this will be interesting to compare come
August. So
August.
when you guys go to your donut shop or you go to buy a hamburger, everything's going to go up because we got to pay to get the bread.
Well,
or the flour to make our donuts.
You got to pay for the wheat, and then now you got to
pay import.
Now also we're going to pick up and bring the trucks back into it. That truck's got to bring it over now too.
Which we did today when I was at work. We did look at our flour prices, and they have gone up since March. Flour has gone up $1.75 since March, and our potato flour has gone up $5 a bag.
That's crazy.
So it used to be $3. It's at like $38 or something.
That's a big impact, especially to small businesses.
So you guys complain about prices of things, but you don't realize the prices that we have to pay to get the goods to make the stuff you guys want.
Thankfully, coffee beans have been steady, but I do not anticipate that to continue. I think we're going to see an increase here in coffee beans, which I don't know what to do. This is my first time being a small business, and obviously, I try to help out as best I can and, keep the company afloat and stuff. I mean, we're new, we're starting out, but we still have to make ends meet to make it worth our while to come out here and make coffee. So be interesting to see where that goes. So when prices go up, don't get so angry with the person behind the counter selling it to you because it's not their fault. You sound like this is personal, Babs. You okay? I get it all the time. All right, so that was bread. We're going to move on to an 18 count of eggs. At Walmart, it is $3.98. At Kroger's, it is $3.19. Store brand. Now this is just generic store brand Kroger eggs, Walmart, whatever the Great Value or whatever they call it.
So
eggs.
who knows what name brand stuff is?
Again, Kroger beating Walmart. Pretty interesting. That's really weird. Huh. Okay. Other one, butter. I mean, I'm just going off of what we buy. The Country Crock tub, the 45 ounce or the family size one, which we'll try to get it at Costco or Sam's if we go. But again, we don't take Taylor to training anymore because she goes herself. So we don't have our Costco date anymore.
Maybe we're going to have to go back to taking Taylor and so we can go buy some of the stuff at Costco.
Because that's another drive up to Farragut to go to Costco.
Which I'm
2
sure
cars going.
Taylor will be okay with.
I don't think she'll care. But so the Walmart price $4.98, Kroger price $4.79. That's for that tub of butter, the 45 ounce, and that lasts us a long time.
It lasts a long time because we do also use. I have stick butter for certain things that we use. So we're moving on to a box of cereal. We eat Honey Bunches of Oat cereal. And at Walmart, it is $3.48. And at Kroger's, it's $4.49.
So again, wheat will come into play when it comes to cereal as well. So it'll be interesting to see where cereal prices go.
That's a big jump. $1 from Walmart to Kroger's.
It is.
Over $1.
Well, it's a big jump just for cereal. Like cereal's $3.48 for a box of cereal. That's crazy. We're not big cereal people, but
we do buy a bag of cereal for Taylor. The last time we bought cereal, we bought her this obnoxious. Instead of buying a box, we bought bag cereal, and it was a really big bag of cereal.
And that was only like $5.48, I think, for that big bag.
And it's lasted her over 2 weeks, and it has a nice resealable.
Which why have cereal companies not moved to that? Like, how is that bag inside the box not
resealable?
An easy Ziploc or something?
Because, I mean, at that point, cereal lasts so much longer if you can reseal it.
I know. You don't have to use the chip clip. I don't know. That's a whole different topic. But store brand turkey slices. So like deli meat. You have a little container of 16 ounce, you buy for the kids for their sandwiches and stuff. Walmart, $4.78. Kroger, $4.49. Again, Kroger coming in a couple cents cheaper, but still $5 for a container of turkey.
And we do buy we don't buy turkey or ham. Taylor is really obsessed with salami.
I should have done salami.
So we do buy a lot of salami because that is what Taylor likes to eat.
But again, if you're cutting costs and you're trying to be good and take lunch or something to work or school and you're going to take a sandwich, now you're factoring your bread back into your wheat cost. Like that sandwich is going up now. Like
instead of your sandwich being like $3, it's like $5 now.
Well, and then so you're going to go to Firehouse Subs. You're going to go to Subway. They're going to do the exact same thing with their prices because guess where their bread's going? Yes, they buy in bulk, but still,
But everything is going up across the board.
Yep. Last one.
And our last one would be toilet paper. And we buy Charmin, so we buy the 30 mega rolls.
So this was really interesting. This one shocked me.
Holy moly. Walmart is $46.99 for 30 mega rolls. And Kroger's is $32.49. That's a huge difference.
That's what it was. Like, I thought there was a mistake, but that's what it was. And we buy from Costco. We actually bought the Kirkland one this time, which
Matt's not a huge fan of it, but I mean, if we have to cut costs, it is 2-ply.
We are not going to 1-ply.
We will never go to 1-ply.
I will never go to 1-ply.
You might as well use your hand at that point.
You're crazy if we go to 1-ply.
We buy 2-ply, but we do buy the Costco brand.
Do they make 3-ply? I feel like that would be so like just a lot down there. Sorry.
I have no clue.
Okay. Anyways, but we just thought like these would be fun prices. Maybe we can come back. We'll come back in a few months and we'll check these things out. And you can compare them to yours locally at home. And it's just kind of cool.
You can always tell us what your prices are of these items in your state. Because it would be interesting to compare different state prices.
I mean, maybe we're crazy. Maybe we don't pay a lot for milk. And maybe someone's paying way more. I mean, obviously, if you bring in somebody from Hawaii or something, it's going to be insane. But I'm talking just, local mainland, 48 lower, just to see. It'd be kind of fun. I mean, fuel is an interesting one too.
And we both work, so we have 2 incomes, but things are still crazy.
That doesn't make it any easier though, just because you have 2 incomes.
it's crazy how things
So
have gotten out of
just
control.
some numbers that were random, like on an article I was reading. Meat, poultry, fish, and eggs, there's been a 14% increase. Fruits and vegetables, 7% increase. Electricity, 11% increase. Furniture and bedding, 16% increase. Women's dresses, 10% increase. Jewelry and watches, 2.7% increase. Rent of primary residences, 4.4% increases. So, I mean, across the board, obviously, everything is going up. Fertilizer is at an all-time high right now. And you have a lot of people that are trying to farm and do their own thing and grow stuff, but fertilizer's up and plants are up. And I was talking to a buddy, and his dad or someone went and bought a bag of peaches and cream corn. It was almost $30 something for the bag of corn. This is just seed to plant. Like it's nuts. And I mean, you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, Bonnie plants are almost $5 for the little pot. That's why we love that Amish market that we go to down in Inglewood. And $1.
It's not even affordable at this point to like grow your own veggies, because you got to buy the fertilizer. Now you got to buy all your plants to grow, and hopefully your crop, you get a good amount off of your crop.
That's why I love that meme that says, like, now that we've spent $6.75 and waited 4 months, we finally get our first 25-cent jalapeno or something.
Like, I mean, you have to be realistic. And if you're in California or any other state that doesn't get a lot of rain, you have to water those plants. So now you have to pay to water your plants.
Yeah.
On top of that, thank God where we live, we do get rain where we don't have to water for 2 or 3 days. But not everyone is fortunate to get rain where they don't have to water for a few days because they know they're going to get another rain in 2 or 3 days.
It's climate change, right? That's what we're like. It's all just one big hamster wheel. This is all just chaotic and stuff. But we just wanted to kind of, bring that forward. And I mean, we're struggling just like any other family is right now. Like if anybody is telling you that it's no big deal, well, great, Like, I mean, there was a Facebook page I started following with like boats, like ski boats and stuff, just to see, what's out there, like, and I didn't realize the aftermarket on boats, like used boats, is insane. Like there are boats for $150,000 that is like a 2015 boat.
No one will be going anywhere this summer.
But who's buying that? Like who has the money right now, the way things are,
I wouldn't be spending that kind of money right now.
The way everything's going, I would not be dropping $150,000 on a luxury boat.
I would definitely be saving it because I don't know where we're headed at this point.
Who knows? But we struggle just like your typical family does. So we just thought that would kind of be a cool talking point because it might be able to relate to a lot of people. But I feel like I need to take another shot after this because it's depressing.
It is depressing. Thank God our kids are older.
I don't see any end either. Any near end, at least. We didn't even talk about meat either. We didn't talk about meat because we don't buy meat, obviously, because we have the cow. I mean, we still have a freezer full of ground beef, which is amazing, and I feel blessed to have that. But, man, if you can get a cow or you can get a pig and raise a pig, you can get meat chickens. Like, we want to do, maybe we could have John and Tori on, our cousins that are doing, like, a farm thing. What's their thing? Pushback. It's Pushback Farming. Something on Instagram. If you shoot me a message on Instagram, I can send you their link. But they do meat chickens. They have chicken tractors and stuff.
Matt's going to start raising his own chickens over here because he hates paying for
fantastic chicken.
Price.
It was so good that they had. But it's very simple. I mean, they raise, a handful of chickens. And
it only takes 8 weeks to raise a meat chicken.
It's quick. It's very quick. And you can stock that freezer full of meat. It's a whole different ballgame when you start raising your own stuff and you can produce like from the land. You don't have to depend on going to the store and paying $30 for, a pack of.
We do raise 2 pigs, but we cannot eat them.
No, those are your pets.
They're too tiny.
Well, I mean, there's meat on any animal.
They're potbellies. You cannot eat a potbelly.
If push comes to shove, you could eat.
We are not eating Raisin Babes.
I didn't say we were. You said we were.
We could eat your chickens before we eat Raisin Babes.
That's chicken. That's food right there.
Because chickens are quite stupid.
I sure hope times don't come to that, but never know.
I don't think your chickens have enough meat on them.
Anyways, leave my chickens out of this, okay?
Well, we could at least eat our chicken eggs. Yeah. So, I mean, that does cut down on cost of things because we do have
fresh eggs. So
10 chickens.
Yeah, we've lost a couple here lately.
We've had a rough.
It's been rough, man. 2022 has been rough. I'm ready for it to be done. 2023,
we just want to
what you
go
got?
to sleep and wake up in 2023, and maybe it'll be better. I don't know.
At least Tequila's staying down. Keep going on this. All right, that is it. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate anybody that listens to this or watches this. Website, TennesseeTuesdays.com. All the social handles. Give us a follow. Please give us a review if you're on iTunes or Spotify. Like, it just helps this get out there and get the word out there and get a scene, I guess, you know.
And if you guys have anything you want us to talk about that relates to Tennessee, shoot us a message.
Or tequila or anything like that. Shoot us a
we
message. All right. That is it, y'all.
Have a wonderful night.
Enjoy your week. See ya.